I'm Cindy Pury. I am a professor of psychology. I'm also the undergrad coordinator and schedule coordinator kind of person for the department. I have my own lab. It doesn't really have a specific name. I guess if I were to give it a name, it'd be the positive psychology lab. I have a little bit of a different background than most of the other people who mentor IO students. I'm trained as a clinician. After I got tenure, I started doing research in courage and then got involved in positive psychology, which has a really wonderful overlap and fit with IO interests. I weirdly ended up in Clemson as the luckiest academician in the world. My husband got a job offer in this area. I had collected almost all the data for my dissertation and had two small kids. And I saw an ad for my job. And I thought, well, I should probably apply for that, even though I'm not ready to apply for jobs just yet. And thank heavens, one person who got the job offer took a postdoc somewhere. So then, very late in the game, they came looking for me. So I'm still here. I have broadened my interest in positive psychology over the years. I started out being interested solely in courage. And I think the big thing that I've brought to the courage table is thinking about courage as taking a worthwhile risk rather than just standing up to fear. I also have grad students working on different models of eudaimonia and how that relates to decision making. Does your opinions, or your beliefs and your values about what you think leads to the best life, how does that directly impact what you decide to do when there's a conflict, when you have to decide between work and family? I am also an associate editor for Journal of Positive Psychology and have been for years. And so that's introduced me to a lot of neat, interesting, cool concepts. There's this whole cool thing in leisure. It's called the serious leisure perspective. Casual leisure is like plopping down and watching Netflix, not really having any agenda. Whereas at the serious leisure end of things, it's part of your identity and you've got a skill set that you're developing and you move on up and you pay back. And it also has a lot of parallels with IO because how you spend your leisure time in a more positive, meaningful way, does that impact your satisfaction with your job? But I've just started getting into that area. Courage is really my main thing. Lab environment, I have only a handful of students and my students all have offices together. The environment that students create for each other has been one of the things that's been my favorite about being at Clemson. More senior grad students also usually have their own creative inquiry team who they use to develop research methods like questionnaire items and so on. They help with coding. Most of our grad projects are through Qualtrics and through the subject pool. I try to have my advising style be helpful person who's been in the field for longer. My most fun advising task, honestly, is getting students to scale back. I love it when people have big ideas, creative, new ideas. Honestly, I look first for fit. So I look to see, are your research interests something that I can help you with? What you've described, your interests and career goals, and especially research goals, how those fit with what I do and what I know a lot about. Because I think it'd be malpractice for me to take you as a student otherwise. And then and only then do I go back and look at grades and GRE and letters of recommendation and stuff like that. And yeah, I screen on those. I expect that my students will be progressing every week on something related to their dissertation or their thesis. I have once weekly hour-long meetings set up with all my students. And the idea is they get me something in writing and I will read it and get back to you and then we'll talk about your progress. It's a big, giant iceberg. If you chip away a little at it every day, you're going to be okay. I have three doctoral students who have graduated. Hannah Murphy got an in-house job in industry, and now she's at Cisco. And Emily Burnett actually came into the graduate program having been a bakery manager at Publix, and now she is the senior survey specialist at Publix. And Alice Brawley is in academia and is an assistant professor of management at Gettysburg College. Then I have Chad Breeden, who decided he was more interested in human factors and now is off doing user design or user experience design research at Microsoft. So definitely the network of Clemson grads is wonderful. Every first Friday, where there's one of those internship roundups, internship recap things, go listen and see who you should contact to find out if you could work there also. Making connections if you want an academic job, best done at conferences, but also if someone else is doing research in a similar area, reach out to them and do good teaching. Let Bob know that you're interested in an academic career and that you want teaching experience. And one of the things I love about our program is that we support our students whether they want to be in academia or applied. And I think that's a rare position to be in. And I'm really proud of it and really happy to be in a place that's like that.